So then it's Thursday, which is movie night. Movie critic extraordinaire Van Connor is here, as usual, with his updates on all the movies that are out this week. Ones that he's, of course, already seen, red carpets and pre-screenings and all sorts. Evening, Van.
Evening, Mr. Ball.
How are you? Good week? Busy one?
Good week. I've seen one of the best films of the year this week, so good times to come.
Okay. And now, is that one we're talking about tonight, or is that still coming up in the future, in a few weeks?
It is indeed one of our trio for this evening.
So where are we starting?
So let's start with Charlie's Angels, which is the latest iteration of the series that began with the 1970s Aaron Spelling TV show, came back into our lives in 2000 with the McG movies, and is back once more, this time as a lot more of a woke, feminist take, written and directed and co-starring Elizabeth Banks. The next generation, as it were, the new set. They are played by Ella Balinska, Kristen Stewart and Naomi Scott. This time around, the two established angels, who are Balinska and Stewart, must come to the aid of a whistleblower who's being targeted for assassination, played by Naomi Scott, who they wind up sort of recruiting into their ranks. And I've got Naomi Scott basically getting the lay of the land for us.
I'm kind of getting this, you guys are like lady spies, and I just need you to explain who this guy is and why was he shooting at you?
Oh, you. He was shooting at you.
At me?
The shooter's a ghost. Your file says that you are a systems engineer on the Callisto project.
You know about Callisto?
We know about a lot of things. That you graduated top of your class at MIT, that you take Krav Maga on Sundays, you ride your bike to work, you think yellow is one of your colors when in fact it's no one's. That you could be dating a lot more if you played up those cheekbones in your online profile pictures. What we don't know is why someone wants you dead.
Okay, so I can't judge from how you were talking about this film just a minute ago whether this is a high-scoring Van Points film or a low-scoring.
Do you know what? It is academically a 6, but it's actually kind of an 8 for a good time. Now, I have a soft spot for Charlie's Angels anyway, owing to the 2000 movies.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time. I think it does a really wonderful thing in actually taking all of the established Charlie's Angels stuff and spinning it into one collective universe. We get lots of great cameos and celebrity appearances as members of the sort of squad, as it were. It's a good time. I think Kristen Stewart's never been this much fun. Naomi Scott remains an absolute star in the making, and I was blown away by Ella Balinska.
Excellent. Well, glad they didn't ruin it, because sometimes, you can flog a dead horse a little bit, can't they? So that's good.
Absolutely.
On to the next.
So Knives Out, which has been coming for a while. This comes to us from writer-director Ryan Johnson, who brought us Looper, who brought us Brick, obviously rather controversially brought us Star Wars The Last Jedi a couple of years ago. This is his murder mystery movie. This is planned as the start of a franchise revolving around a detective played by Daniel Craig with the most foghorn leghorn southern accent you've ever heard. It's got an all-star cast, and the idea is you've got the suspicious death of a millionaire murder mystery novelist played by Crystal Plummer, and the detective investigating basically cannot rule out any suspects from the wealth of family members who have all turned up for this wake/will reading, as we'll hear in this clip.
Thank you all for getting together like this. It isn't legally necessary, but I thought because you're all in town and some of you are leaving soon.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to gently request that you all stay in town until the investigation is completed.
Well, he's gently requesting, but I'm gonna have to make that an order. No one move until we figure this all out.
What? Can we ask why? Has something changed?
No.
No, it hasn't changed, or no, we can't ask?
Mr. Stevens, you may continue.
Great. I do love films like this, if I'm honest. There was one, and I can't remember the name of it, where, what was it? They were on a train.
Neuron Express.
There you go. Oh, how did I not remember that? Brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Some people said that was really cheesy. This kind of sounds on a similar level to that, and I think that's why I would love this film.
Absolutely. Now, I'm pushed for time, obviously, but I'll reel off this lengthy cast list as quickly as I can for you, and it includes Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Lakeith Stanfield, Toni Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, I think I mentioned, Catherine Langford, Jason Martell. Really great movie, really sharp, really clever, really funny, and also will keep you guessing.
I will just point out, Chris Evans, not the radio DJ.
No, the buff younger one.
Exactly that. And finally, where are we ending tonight's movie reviews?
So we're ending with The Nightingale, which is the new movie from Jennifer Kent, who directed The Babadook a few years ago. This is still kind of a horror film, but less outright. This is more of a survivalist revenge revenge thriller drama set in 19th century Tasmania, in which an Irish convict woman is out for blood when the British soldiers who oversee her penal colony kill her husband and newborn baby. I've got a clip for you that's going to set up how hallucinogenic this film really is.
We're all alright. We're all alright. We're all alright. We're all alright. We're all alright! We're all alright! We're all alright! We're all alright!
Wow, I see what you mean by hallucinogenic.
Lots of nightmare sequences.
Yeah.
It's very cold. It's very bleak. It's very grim. Very gritty. It's very, very good. Ashlyn Franciosi, who's the lead, I think is absolutely tremendous. Sam Claflin makes her a great villain, but the star is Jennifer Kent, who directs the hell out of it. Babadook was not a one-off. She's clearly someone to watch.
Van points out of 10 for this one, The Nightingale.
So for The Nightingale, I'm going to give this a 7 only because it goes on far. It's too drawn out. It goes on too long. But other than that, it was so good.
Thank you, Van, for that. And of course, we will catch up with you next Thursday when I'm not live at a Christmas light switch on and I'll be in the studio.
Till next time, sir.